YouTube, it's this guy here for the Bitchin' Report. Start this one off, we're going to talk about chemtrails. This will probably be one of several videos that you'll find. I wanted to kind of show you how to spot chemclouds, what I call chemclouds. That's where the chemtrails, where they spray multiple trails. If you haven't seen the multiple trails, you need to get your head out of your shoe and look up, because these are everywhere. Everywhere. After a few hours, it gets sprayed into what I've been calling a chemcloud. And I want to point out how and why this happens and how it works. So we're over here in the Pacific. I live up in this general area, right around in here, somewhere near that white line. And I've got a pretty good view, not necessarily view, but I guess perch here on the West Coast, and I pay attention to this. I've been paying attention to this stuff for about 15 years now. What I've noticed, you see this right here? It's a big blob of clouds, a big blob of moisture. That all goes this way. What they're doing is part of the weather modification with the chemtrails is they come out here and they spray the chemtrails, turn it into a chemcloud. What happens, they spray right in front of the cloud, and this cloud starts to disappear. I've watched that sitting out on my front porch drinking a cup of coffee. Nice puffy white clouds filled the sky. Above those white clouds, they're spraying the crap out of the town. Within about an hour or two, those clouds have now dissipated. The crappy thing about that is the moisture has to go somewhere. It doesn't turn into nothing. It's just now in a different form. So the jet stream moves that moisture across, and once it gets on the other side of the Rocky Mountains, what's happening? Everybody who's got some kind of mass between their ears knows that the Midwest and the East Coast are getting hammered with rain. Biblical amounts of rain, flooding, tornadoes. Where is all of this coming? It's coming from the West Coast. What they're doing is in these chemtrails, they not only is there a heavy concentration of barium salts, which is highly conductive, crazy. We're filled with it at this point. You're breathing it. They're also spraying nano aluminum, micro size pieces of aluminum. What happens is the raindrops accumulate onto the nano aluminum instead of to each other. Okay, that's what a cloud is. It's a bunch of raindrops getting together and having a party, and all of a sudden too many raindrops get together and the bottom of the house falls out and the party stops. Starts raining, right? Well, they use this other conspiracy technology called HARP. It's ionospheric heater. Heats up the atmosphere above, there's my guard dogs, the atmosphere above the cloud cover. What that does is that heats the nano aluminum, causing it to rise. Once it gets over here in the Midwest, it dumps rain. All the rain that's accumulated ends up falling. It doesn't stay there forever. So I'm going to point this out. This is really the focus. This blob right here. You can see there's no structure to it. Like this over here, this down here, this over here. So what is it? What could this blob of muck be? Well, if we scroll down a little deeper, if it'll let me. Too deep. What do we have? What do we have? What is this? This is even better than when I first opened this up. We have got lines. This right here, folks, is a ChemCloud that is being sprayed to avoid the moisture coming over to the coast. So there's no other way of putting it. My dogs are out of control. So we're gonna wrap this up. Do some more on chemtrails and ChemClouds and all of that. You can see they do the same thing over here in the Atlantic. None of this looks like this. There's no reason to have this. It's not down here. Why isn't it down here? Why isn't it over here? It's up here where the jet stream runs, where moisture is carried. So my dogs are about ready to eat somebody. So for the Bitchin' Report, I'm this guy here bringing you the information you need to be an informed conspiracy theorist.